Hi, welcome back to Greenlight the Day. My name is Denise. Well, I hope that you all had a good summer. We have had a 1 month hiatus here, and it's good to be back. And I am just going to share a little bit of what's been going on with me. And I'm going to start by saying just be careful what you wish for. I have been known in the spring and early summer to say, man, I just wish I had a week where I didn't have to do anything, where I just had nothing to do, no decisions to make, no responsibilities. Be careful what you wish for. I broke my arm. Yes, I did. The week before I was supposed to be on 3 weeks vacation, I missed a step at the farm, rushing around trying to get ready for my dad's 85th birthday. And it ended up being broken, and I had to come in and have surgery. And so yeah, that was about 4.5 weeks ago, and I have another week and a half in the cast, and the cast and the pins will come out. They put temporary pins in on September the 10th. So just be careful what you wish for, folks. Having said that, you know what, I walked onto the unit the next morning. They put a temporary cast in emergency on me, and then I drove back into the city because this happened at the farm that night after we had supper, and I left the party going for my dad's 85th birthday because, of course, it was on a night when we were having, like, we had about 40 people over that night, but I handed kitchen duty over to my sister-in-laws and went into emergency, came back, had supper with a temporary cast, and then drove back up to the city here to be admitted the next day for surgery. And I walk onto the unit, and a young man is standing there, and he is the young man who drove the beer cart out at the golf course where I normally would golf every week with 2 of my friends. And he had been in a boating accident the week before and had lost his arm just below the shoulder. And you know, if this broken arm is the worst thing that happens to me this year, then I've had a pretty good year. Because it could have been a whole lot worse. I could have broken a hip. I could have smashed my head open when I fell down the stair, off the stairs. And you know, and even with the broken arm, there are so many more worse things than people are dealing with in their day-to-day life. And so I will gladly take this as my challenge for the summer. And like I said, if this is the worst thing that has happened to me this year, then I consider myself having had a wonderful year. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So that's my message to you. I mean, I did get a few weeks of doing nothing. And that continues for a little while longer. And yes, that means I didn't get a whole lot of things done that I had planned to do. But you know what? They'll wait. And they'll get done when they get done. And I'm not going to lose sleep over it. And I'm just going to be grateful that the x-rays a couple of weeks post-op showed that the arm was healing very well. And so I have every reason to be optimistic. And when the cast comes off and I start doing therapy, I know it's not going to be perfect immediately, but I believe it will come back to normal. So I am just going to say I had a great summer, because I did. I had a pretty good summer, even with the broken arm. I hope you did too. I would also like to ask for anybody who would to please say a prayer for a friend of mine, Jan, who's been diagnosed with very aggressive leukemia. And this woman, I think if you looked up the word good in the dictionary, you would see a picture of her and her husband. They are amazing people, very strong faith, but just kind and good and loving people. And I know there are many people who are good and loving people who are sick, but I would really appreciate any prayers of healing that you would say on Jan's behalf. For a miracle. I believe miracles can happen, and I believe God can heal her body and remove the cancer from her and restore health to her. And so I'm asking you all to stand up with me and thank God for her healing and for her return to health And that would be greatly appreciated. All right, everybody, make a great day.